today about how do you know who to love? We can think, well, all right, family, friends, the people we like. And that's kind of interesting, right? Because we can easily make a list of that. And probably we can make just as easy of a list of people we don't love. But Jesus gives us some really interesting challenges in thinking through this question, that this isn't simple, that this isn't that we're going to just love everybody that we like, everybody that agrees with us, everybody that holds the same values as we do. In fact, he gets really clear in Matthew 5:46. He says, if you love only those who love you, what reward do you have? Don't even the tax collectors do the same? Tax collectors will love you if you give them money. And so to go, all right, who do I love? And how do I begin to love them? Because what we're talking about is everybody. How do we love everybody? And love is contextual in the sense of it looks different depending upon the situation that we're in. And this isn't like, well, if you're in a really bad relationship that's really unhealthy, then you should stay. That's not what we're talking about. Love is also not these warm, fuzzy feelings that everybody just feels good all the time. Sometimes love does feel warm and fuzzy, and other times love is a choice. And love begins to be a choice about how we act. Like, do we have compassion? Do we help others? What are we willing to do? Are we willing to listen? Are we willing to understand people, especially when we don't agree with them? What are the things we are willing to do if we're supposed to love everyone? And this gets even more difficult, right? There are many people in this world, we don't know. Maybe we see things through our social media feeds, through the news, and we're like, that person is terrible. How am I supposed to love? I don't know them, and I don't like what they stand for. And take a step back and go, all right, so if Jesus is like, we got to love everybody, maybe we start with just praying for others, praying that they will know love, praying that they will know God's love. And so it's one of those things of taking the time of pulling ourselves back when it's so easy to just respond in a negative, I don't like this, I don't like that person, or they have wronged me. Because this is also about, what does love look like? How do we love the people who have caused us pain? Again, doesn't mean we need to be in the same room with them, but how do we begin to think through, well, what does love look like in this situation? And sometimes love looks like letting go in those situations, that we cannot be stuck in, I'm just going to be angry at, because it doesn't feel good. As we go through our days, that absolutely does not feel good. It holds on to us. It makes us feel like, this day kind of sucked. And so to really take the time of going, all right, how do I love those who maybe have caused problems, who are not in agreement with me, and to recognize it can begin with prayer, it can begin with listening, it can begin with understanding, it can be going, I got to give that over to God. And so this is an opportunity then for us to really take the time of saying, hey, how do I love those who maybe I don't get, who maybe cause problems? Because that's what Jesus is talking about. And he's like, if we're going to do that, he reminds us in a couple verses earlier, but I say to you, love your enemies and pray for those who harass you. Also not easy. And hi to all of those watching. Yes, I have said hi. I hope things are well. And I hope this is helpful in thinking through how do you know who to love? It's everybody. And now the question becomes, what does love look like in those situations, those contexts? And it's not going to be easy. And it's not going to be one of those things that it's easy to understand. And that's really important, of going, all right, I'm going to have to learn. It's like practicing over and over again. It's practicing. And sometimes we're going to get it really wrong about what love looks like in different situations with different people. And yet it's like this, we get to keep trying. And so I hope that you find this helpful. I hope that you are able to get some perspective, to find some forgiveness, to get some understanding and listening in there, and to have a little more compassion for others, because all of us want compassion. And so it's that opportunity to make sure that as we desire compassion and mercy, that we are also giving it to others. I hope you have a wonderful day.